Hello, everybody. Very warm welcome to the second edition of our remote event demo session on remote event platforms. My name is Laura, and I am very happy that you are joining us today. Yeah, everybody of you who looked into the field of remote events at least once knows that there is like a really wide choice of platforms and tools to use, and they're all unique for themselves, and they have various features and qualities, and especially the speed and how they develop and the number of innovations that are popping up right now. It's crazy. And yeah, that's why we are here today. That's why it's good that you are with us, because we want to use the next hour to get fast but very, very valuable insights on 7 platform providers to help you and us to stay on top of what's out there and how these platforms can actually benefit us all. And yeah, as I said, it's going to be a really intense hour with crisp and precise pitches. And I am very happy to have a special partner by my side, co-hosting this session and leading through the pitches with me. Very warm welcome, Ben Costantini. He's the CEO of startup Sesame. Ben, are you with me? Hi there. Hi to Paris.
Hello, do you see me?
I see you. Are you
excellent? Yes. Although in Paris, it's super hot here. It's insane today, but it's gonna get hotter when we get the pitches.
When we're gonna grill them, right?
Exactly.
No, beautiful. Ben, you currently just hosted a remote event. It wasn't that easy to pick the right platform, was it?
No, it wasn't at all. Actually, you know, when you select the platform, it's just one thing, it's one tool, and everything else just stopped then. In our case, we were organizing an online event called the Next Mobility and Energy. And at the beginning, what we were like, okay, we need a tool that will allow us to scale, because we were expecting a lot of participants, and we didn't want to invest a lot of money up front. So we were inclined to use, platforms that just take commissions out of sales, stuff like that. But then, so we found one for this. And then we shifted to a totally different platform just before, like a month before the event, because of an increased number of speakers and participants based in China. And that particular point, trust me, is not so easy to handle. So we decided to go with Rounderwood, because they were built with this market in mind, and they have a commission-based system. Overall, we're satisfied with the platform because it's really easy for speakers and attendees to use, especially on mobile, but they are still very early, and they don't have yet many features that we need, such as producer mode or networking features. So as you can see, even if we're doing those weekly coffee hours with events such as Pirate, we were not able to find the perfect match. So I'm looking forward to the pitches today. Hopefully, I get a good platform for the next online event.
Yeah, I hope so too. It's crazy. It's like a new factor for us as event organizers that is, yeah, basically something that you cannot really control, what we all hate, right? And but it's something that we are so hardly depend on when doing remote events. But first of all, before we get this thing started, for all of you up front, this session is being recorded and streamed on our website, so just that you know. And for chatting, you can use the super classical chat function. If you have a concrete question to our pitch, to our providers, please use the Q&A function. And this is especially important because the setup will be like that every provider pitches 3 minutes, and then the next 3 minutes we're going to do Q&A. So in the ideal way, you post your question into the Q&A function while they are pitching, and then you have the possibility to upvote the questions, and the ones that are all the way on top when the pitch is over are the ones we're going to focus on. So yeah, enough of the setup. Let's get started. And the first provider that is not especially a conference tool, but it's a platform going really strong on live streaming, which we should definitely look into. It's called Boon, And yeah, let's welcome their head of brand and customer activation. Welcome, Sarah Kelleher-Probst. Sarah, are you with us and ready to kick off this demo session for us? Turn on your mic, turn on your camera.
Mute.
I hear you.
You can hear me. Share start video.
And now we can see you.
Yay.
Sarah,
All right. So can everyone see my screen okay?
You share your screen, and as soon as it's shared, I'll set the timer and your 3 minutes are running.
All right. All good?
Good.
Cool.
If you don't see it yet, you have to press this green button in the middle.
Here we go.
Right.
Sorry, guys. All right. So hi, everyone. So as Laura mentioned, my name is Sarah, and I'm the head of brand and customer activation at Boon. Thanks, Laura, Ben, and Till for inviting us here today. But as time is of the essence, let's jump in. So first, I wanted to start by giving you a bit of context about a really big economic shift that's actually happening today in the world. And it's really the driving force behind why we started Boon in the first place. And it's called the passion economy. It's really a new paradigm that's driving the future of work. And it's so significant that the co-founder of NPR's Planet Money, who also contributed to This American Life, a really, really smart guy by the name of Adam Davidson, he's even written a book about it. And there's a few principles behind the passion economy which are particularly inspiring for us to really build our brand and build our product upon. And first and foremost, the passion economy is really about the empowerment of the individual. So the passion economy enables creators to make a meaningful living from their passions, from their personalities, from their hyper-personalized knowledge and crafts. Secondly, creators are also able to no longer worry about physical and geographical boundaries. They're really shattered. Thanks to digital platforms, they can really, really grow and expand their business, both in the physical world and in the digital world as well. And last, but definitely not least, creators have an opportunity with nearly 4 billion people on social media these days to really, really reach their passionate and their dedicated audiences all over the world and really connect with people who share these same passions. So with all of that being said, here's where I'll start talking about Boon. So Boon, in a nutshell, we are on a mission to help creators make a meaningful living from the things they love and the things that their passionate audiences love them right back for. So what we've done and what we're still building, we're less than a year old, so we're still babies. We built a video platform for creators to connect with their audience through next level video experiences and content. And to kind of sum it all up, Boon is the video platform empowering creators to build their own business and their own community. So what exactly does that mean? Let's talk a little bit about that now. Since we started about a year ago, we have welcomed creators across all types of niches to our platform. On Boon, creators have connected with their passionate audiences through online wood carving workshops, through digital dance classes, through virtual foraging walks. It's really an unlimited opportunity for creators to reach their audience in a new and interesting and interactive way. So how does the actual product work? So the analogy that we like to use about our product is that we're the Shopify for virtual experiences. First and foremost, on Boon, it's your own platform. It's a closed, true community. And in this closed environment, creators can really, really build their community, get closer to their audience, and keep away from all the cyberbullies, the trolls, the algorithms, the sponsored ads. You know, we really, really want to bring creators really close to their audience in their own closed, true community. A few other features that are worth mentioning as well is we are a video-centric platform. So we offer the flexibility for creators to do live streaming and also pre-recorded content as well. And we handle all the technical stuff because creators should focus on making amazing content.
I think we have 3 more minutes for the Q&A. So sorry, but your time was already up.
That's okay. I had one more slide, so I was almost close.
We take the slide. I think we can maybe we answer it in the questions.
Yes, exactly.
Are there some questions for Sarah? You just had like a really short period. If there are none, I have one.
Perfect.
You can finish your last slide if you want to do this.
Yes, that would be amazing. I'm American, so the 3-minute time limit is challenging. Really quick, let me just buzz through these. Yeah, with not only can creators do live streaming and pre-recorded content, they also have flexibility to monetize their content via memberships and via pay-per-view. And also, as I mentioned earlier, we're really trying to build this two-way community where creators can interact with their audience in a meaningful way. And it's really about creating this sense of belonging in this shared community where they're really committed and focusing on sharing their passions. The money part, how we make money, I'm sure that might be a question. Maybe that was your question. How we make money is pretty simple. We take a small share of the creator's revenue. So there's no limitations, no hidden fees. We take a 10% cut of the creator's revenue. And then on top of that, there's a 1.5 to 3% credit card processing fee.
All right. Yeah, the monetization thing is a big issue. That's true. What I actually wanted to ask you, Sarah, for us as event organizers, it's always like we're looking to combine things in one platform. Do you work together with other event platforms? Is that like a cooperation where we can include your live streaming or where that can be implemented, or is it just like a for itself thing?
Yeah, so Boon, the way that we see it is it kind of sits on top of creators' existing offering. So you can, on Instagram, for instance, use a swipe up link to drive your fans to a live stream or to pre-recorded content. Currently, we are our own community, so we own the communities for our creators and we own all of the content, but it really is a layer on top of our creators' existing platforms that they can plug and play specifically across their social media channels.
All right. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much. I think we dived quickly and fast into this thing. And yeah, thank you that you were joining us. I think we can hop to the next one then, can we?
Yeah. Let's get to the next pitch. I hope he's gonna get ready with us. I'm really happy to have him as our next presenter on the show today because I met him really a long time ago. And they had just released their first beta of Grip. It was very Tinder-like with pink colors, if I remember well. I don't know if he remembers this meeting, but he's now the CEO of one of the most powerful event platforms out there, Grip. So I'm wondering, Tim, if you're ready to go, are you with us? Let us know when you're ready and start sharing your screen because you're gonna have like 3 minutes to pitch us and tell us all about the new features of Grip.
Great stuff. Yeah, thanks everyone. And of course I do remember. I do remember, Ben, that was a long time ago, 2014 actually, when I really got started. Cool. So, well, I'm Tim.
Wait, Tim. Yeah, now I see you. Yeah, that's better.
Good stuff. So I'm going to jump straight in. I'm going to share my screen and now everybody should be able to see. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah, right. So Grip is a leading AI-powered event networking solution. We work with some of the largest organizers in the world, ranging from Informa, Reed Exhibitions to vast majority of other kind of leading trade show and conference organizers. What you see here immediately is the Grip homepage. So you have immediately here kind of your main navigational elements to get to the different sections and a powerful home feed where you can get recommendations, a list of exhibitors and other functionalities straight on the homepage. And all of this can be completely personalized by you as an organizer for every single audience. If you want, you can enable live chat. So on the right-hand side, you can enable the main stage to show up here as a live stream at the top as well. So lots of flexibility in terms of how you want to personalize this. What Grip is most well known for is, well, actually you see it here immediately, is for its networking. So immediately we see here a meeting that I've scheduled between Ben and myself. The networking is one of the key elements of Grip. So immediately here we can request meetings, mark people as interested, or anonymously skip them. We do events where we see tens of thousands of meetings happening within a single virtual experience. I set up a quick one here with Ben that we're able to join here. We have a fully embedded virtual meeting solution for one-to-one and also multi-person. So this can actually be one-to-one, but it can actually be going up to 50 people if you wanted to do a roundtable through our platform. As you can see that we can share screen and do all the features that you're used to. In terms of content, we embed pretty much every kind of streaming solution that can be embedded. Tools like Glisser, for example, or actually Slido, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with, are tightly integrated and have been used by hundreds of virtual events now on Grip. We have live chat along the side of that and powerful connections related to sponsorship. So what we can do here is message the sponsor of a session right away. And all of that can feed into the single exhibitor portal that we're looking at here. So I've just switched from Ben's login to my own. I'm an exhibitor within this event, which means I have a single overview of all the meetings that my team is having within Grip Virtual at the moment. I can also see all the people that have been interested in our company profiles, that have watched the video that we have on our company profile, that might have been joining one of the sessions that we're sponsoring. All of that is shown straight away here, from where we can immediately jump in and request a meeting with potential people that are interested in my company. I can also, of course, here answer the company chat messages that have come in. For example, the one that Ben just sent here, team members, company profiles, product profiles, accounts, and the ability to upgrade as well. So we also do monetization, is completely built into the platform. Some organizers have generated more than $50,000 in premium monetization through the platform in a single virtual event happening this week, actually, with one of the leading organizers in the world. Thank you. That was it, I think.
That was a timer. Thank you, Tim.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Tim. You cut the time perfectly. We have a question for you. Do your participants get matched to network based on commonalities? How do you do the matching?
So the matching is based on a wide variety of elements. So one thing that we saw here with Ben and the recommendations that he was receiving, it's actually based on more of an intent matching. So we might have specified that Ben is interested in certain products, and here we see that Christina offers those products. So it's definitely not just recommending you people that are the same as you. One of the big things, of course, around matchmaking is figuring out the people that are actually different than you and making sure that there is a kind of startup investor dynamic, for example, or one of those kind of opposites that need to attract each other, of course, in an event setting.
Thank you, Tim. More questions. So if you have questions, just go to Q&A, post your questions for the presenters of today. I have a question. Okay, no, thank you. Keep them coming. How's the pricing look? How does it look? Pricing, yeah, give us a broad idea of how it is.
Yeah, so well, it depends a lot on kind of shape, sizes, and all the different features, of course, that you want to do. But currently, it ranges between about $5,000 and $15,000, and that really depends on size of event, kind of features that are used, and many different elements that sit within it. Number of data types. You know, like we do conferences of 300 people all the way up to 60,000 people. So there is quite a difference, as you can imagine there.
Thank you. There are more questions for our team. Just go ahead and pop your question, put the question on the Q&A. My question was for the video implementation. I just, quickly check it out, and you're using currently Whereby. How was it for you to build that integration? Like you did it, what, now, like during the lockdown?
Yeah, so we, I started looking at this in February, and we were able to do it pretty quickly. Whereby is, easy to get started with, and powerful to integrate with. It doesn't work in Dubai, so if you have any clients in United Arab Emirates, that's important to be aware of. Although I know that ourselves and some other providers are working on that. But yeah, that's what we use for the one-to-one video calls, and we have other technologies that we use for the streaming side of things.
Okay, thank you. we see that Inspired Minds, who organize World Summit AI and others, are a big fan of Grip for 3 years already and highly recommend it. You're doing a great job. Thank you, Tim. Laura, I guess we're getting to the end of the Q&A and we move to the next presenter, right?
Yeah, we do that. Thank you so much, Tim, for joining. And the next guest is a pretty fun webinar software. And we at Pirate, we also tried it already, and it's very easy to access. And I personally really like the emotional buttons. But see for yourself. Welcome Sasha Bohn from EduDip. Sasha, are you ready to hop into your pitch? Are you with us? He will be with us, I'm pretty sure.
All right, you should be hearing me now and you should be seeing me now, is that right?
I see you, hear you, you can go.
Great, so let me just switch to my presentation for today. By the way, thanks for having us, and on short notice, actually. You should see my screen now, is that right?
Time's running.
All right. Okay. So let's get started. So basically, as everyone that is gathered here today, we've been experiencing the end of the world for the last 3 months. And well, this is actually what brought us here. And that is the ability to remotely connect to others, to remotely speak to others. And that is what has propelled, well, software providers like Zoom into the upper stratosphere of software. And this is also one of the points that we would like to do and we would like to get to. And I'm here to show you what EduDip is, what we do, and well, tell you a little something about it. So let's get right into it. So right now you can see that I'm the one who's talking here in Zoom, but we've got a lot of people that use Zoom in a way that they use it to meet others, to conduct their meetings, to conduct their well, yeah, their meetings in companies and everything. Actually, we don't do that at EduDip. We see ourselves as a one-to-many solution. So what does that mean? We've got one moderator, one host in any given session that is the one who's actually trying to convey something to others. And that is, let's say, sales, marketing stuff, anything from trainings to meetings. That is what you can do in EduDip. But not only with one moderator in it, we can also add a few moderators. Now, how is that different from all of the other tools that are out there? We provide you with a platform you can fully customize, and that is easy to use for you and your participants. There's no need for any installation, no annoying plugins, no browser problems, anything. We are a plug and play solutions. We are ready to use immediately without any installation, as I said before. And one of the things, we are a small German company, although we have existed for 10 years now. This has really been our, well, this has really been our time in the last few months. So what sets us apart? What is one of the unique selling points of EduDip? And that is, well, security. We're made in Germany. Germany has a reputation. Made in Germany means something. And most of all, security made in Germany means something. And I don't want to throw other tools under the bus here, but losing 500,000 user data is not cool. It just isn't. So we've got that going for us. We've got German security. We are totally compliant with the GDPR, which is the General Data Protection Regulation of the United Union. Am I running out of time? Yes. Okay. So we've got a German in-house customer service and everything. This is our dashboard you can use. We are so easy to use. Usability is one of our selling points. This is what the tool looks like. Would be more than happy to show anyone who has any more questions our tool in depth in a private session. We can get to prices later.
Yeah, that's a question
for that.
Pricing.
So yeah, we are a subscription-based tool. We offer several kinds of subscriptions. We offer a monthly subscription, a yearly subscription, or a biannual subscription. And we start from 34 euros a month, and we go up to 139 euros a month for the biggest room that can accommodate 500 participants. If you want to, we can also accommodate 1,000 participants in any webinar room that you use.
Costly, probably costly. Do you
Well,
offer?
but secure.
Yeah, that's a good point. Do you offer live stream output, Sasha?
Sorry?
Do you offer live stream output?
Not included in the tool, but you are free to use any kind of screen capturing technology to stream your webinar to anywhere in the web that you want to.
Pretty nice. I know that you just said that you are just a small team, but you're constantly growing.
We are, yes.
So what is the feature that is next? What are you guys working on right now?
Actually, one of the things that is probably going to be deployed in the next few weeks is monetization of your webinars, so you can charge for your knowledge. And the range of topics on that is just pretty much endless. We have currently we're working with some of the biggest banks in Germany that offer their customer service on our tool. They are not charging for that. We've got yoga schools, we've got dance schools, and we've got language teaching.
Okay, so we got
working
and see what's coming.
Yeah, we'll see what's coming.
Lovely. Oh yeah, there is another question. Sasha, we go for that one. Can you integrate Slido? Some of you might know Slido. It's like a Q&A. Do you know Slido?
Actually, I don't know. So that is definitely a question I would like to give to our tech guys. So maybe that is an idea for the future. We are always very open to future ideas. If there's anything that you want in EduDib, maybe we can make that happen.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Sasha, for your time.
Thanks for having me.
All right. So we're gonna switch from webinar to another or to one of these all-rounders that we just had that we're all passionate about because it offers that one closed workspace where multiple formats and setups can be implemented simultaneously. Jasenko Hadžić, hopefully I pronounced it the right way. He is the CEO and co-founder of Tame. Welcome, Jasenko. Are you with us? The stage is all yours. Turn on your mic, turn on your video. There he is. Hi there.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the opportunity. Let me just share my screen and let's get going.
Yeah.
Can you guys see my screen?
We see your stream. It's all yours. You go.
Great. Thank you guys so much for the opportunity. Let's just be super concrete because this is going to be super information overload. You're going to choose Tame. You're going to choose us if you want a white label virtual conference platform. We're based in Copenhagen, Denmark. For the last 4 years, we've built a fully hybrid event solution. What does that mean? That means that the virtual is only kind of a small part of the whole component that we've built in. We have a lot of tools that we have built in ourselves, but we also do have integrations to other tools. And I think Slido might also be a tool for polling that we'll integrate with later. So basically, if you want to choose us, or basically you're going to choose us because we're white label, we're a one-stop shop, and we can give you a lot of detailed attendee data after the event, which you can use to give to exhibitors, sponsors, and give them data on who downloaded their material, who visited their booth, et cetera, et cetera. When you go to our homepage, you can see examples of some of the white label kind of design you can do. So we want to stay in the background. Reason why we do that is because many of our customers are enterprise customers. Enterprise customers, they want full brandability. They want security, they want compliance. So all of that, including support, we're able to give as well. These are just some of the functionalities that are inside Tame. So second point is that we try to be a one-stop shop. If you think about virtual conferences, they have to cater to many different formats. Virtual conferences range from 300 to, let's say, 100,000 attendees. Our biggest event is 100,000 attendees. And then basically we have a couple of use cases. Yesterday, it was announced that VentureBeat is choosing Tame to host their biggest AI conference in the US. So we are definitely seeing some good traction right now. But generally, if any of you want more information from me, you can basically just go into Tame.events, book a demo, and get some more info. But generally, I won't really dig that much into the detailed functionality, but again, we've been going on for 4 years, so there's many different registration flows, email invites, check-in and print, and all of that we can do, which again is going to be relevant when we can meet again. Generally, the platform looks like this. It's super user-friendly. You can do several events. You can do templates. Platform, again, super user-friendly in terms of building the program. The virtual side for attendees is looking like this. So basically, the platform, again, is hosted in Tame, and you have many different options. I'm pretty sure, just like many of the other suppliers that are here today can do. Generally, I think one of the interesting things that people are probably interested in is the ability around video. So we can host live stream, no technical limitations on attendees and speakers. Webinar style, each webinar room or breakout session or roundtable can host 100 people, 30 speakers max. We can also link out to other platforms. Our main technology for the video is Jitsi. Main technology for video or live stream is Millicast. Third, we can also do pre-records. Pre-records are basically going to look like this. And it gives you the ability to basically stream a pre-recorded video as if it was live, with the ability of running chat, Q&A, polling, and many of the other functionalities which you typically want to run. Pricing based around one event or multiple events, yearly fee. I think that overall sums it up.
And that's how we sum it up. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Jasenko. We hop right into the Q&A. To everybody else, now is your time. You have 3 minutes. Don't forget to post your questions. How are the monetization opportunities? Like, what is it like to offer different ticket categories with different features? Is that possible?
That is possible. So basically, each attendee gets a tag or basically a category of a ticket that they bought. Each tag gives them the ability, or gives the organizer the ability, to choose what section of the actual platform the attendees are going to be able to do. One of the things we're working on right now is also putting limitations on how many meetings an attendee can book. So that gives you the ability to do proper sponsorship packages or tickets around different functionalities. There's one-to-one meetings, there's instant meetings, there's randomized meetings. And right now, kind of the core thing that we're working on is the access. So yes, you can do that.
All right, great. Jasenko, I know that you are also coming from the in-person events area. Just a matter of interest, what would you say is the most relevant added value that we're able to create with the digital setup?
I think virtual events are, I think the ultimate category that's been created, it's virtual conferences. Calls, meetings, webinars have existed. Virtual conferences and fairs is kind of the new thing. For that, in-person events are going to keep doing virtual events because they can sell more tickets. So they can sell their content of attendees and speakers to basically virtual attendees who can buy a ticket for $100, whereas in-person ticket costs $1,000. You have more sponsorship opportunities. You have much more visibility, so you can reach an audience from the US to China, whereas you're not limited by the barriers that typically are. So meaning that Slush here in the Nordics, 30,000 attendees could potentially in a couple of years be 100,000 attendees, or even in 1-2 years, because of the abilities that virtual events give them. And then generally better networking opportunities. So if I'm an attendee, I come to a physical event, there's 100 attendees. Who knows, there might be 5,000 attendees attending virtually, and that's basically going to give better networking opportunities. So better sponsorship opportunities, better networking opportunities for attendees, and better monetization opportunities for the organizer in ticket sales and sponsorships. And who knows, maybe even after the event, you have the ability of basically adding in a fee where attendees want to access the content afterwards. But that differs from company to company because they host video on YouTube, Vimeo, et cetera, et cetera.
Nice. You just mentioned China. Ben, maybe is Tame running in China? Is that something for you?
We have chosen not to focus on that because actually setting up in China, it basically requires quite the setup. I think that's probably going to be something that we focus on if we deem it strategically correct later on. Right now, users from China can join Tame events in Tame through a VPN. It might not be a deal, but I think in the current case, it works.
All right. Thank you so much, Jasenko. Thank you for joining. And
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
Ciao.
Bye.
Let's go with the next presenter of today. It's great to actually see another familiar face on the show and the good people of Hey Summit out of Scotland. I really like their approach and all the side opportunities that they really built around their platform for event planners. A very smart approach. We have the CEO with us, Robert Gelb. Robert, are you with me? Are you there? Please put your camera on, unmute your microphone, get your slides ready. You will have 3 minutes to pitch.
Hey there.
There you are, yes. See you perfectly. Prepare your slides.
Perfect.
There you go, 3 minutes.
Alrighty. Thanks, Laura. Thanks, Ben. Hey everyone, I'm Rob, and I run Hey Summit. It's been pretty cool to see some of the innovative tools on show here, and I'm certainly of the opinion that you should only use the right tool for the job rather than trying to shoehorn something that doesn't fit. We're pretty open about what the best uses are for Hey Summit. So depending on what you're trying to do, we might be great, we might be overkill, or we might just not be quite right. So that's fine. I'll quickly go over what Hey Summit is, some examples of how people have used us, and then I'll finish on what scenarios we work well with particularly. First off, a bit about Hey Summit. We're obviously a virtual summit platform that focuses on 3 main elements of building multi-talk series. So the first is before the summit, like planning, marketing, and coordination. During the summit, attendee and speaker management, and then post-event, post-summit, the post-event landing pages, and attendee flows that handle replays on autopilot, stuff like that. In short, we provide the scaffolding or the infrastructure so that that you can plan and execute these summits pretty easily. So everything from landing pages to automated creative assets to attendee management, multiple types of ticket sales, speaker management, offers, giveaways, affiliate programs, email reminders, custom domains, branding, custom branding, etc. We then plug into other platforms for the specific content delivery. So you're not stuck into using just us as a webinar platform or only one tool that we kind of integrate with. You can use the right tool for the right session. So that means your 9 a.m. keynote could be on a Zoom webinar, your 10 a.m. networking session can be on Remo, and your 11 a.m. masterclass could be pulled from a pre-recorded video, just as an example. Your attendees are auto-registered to these different platforms. Your speakers are then sent the right panelist link, and your replays are then handled all in one place. We also have some more advanced event management services like virtual assistants, coaching, and event planning if you need them. In the past year, we've hosted more than 3,000 virtual summits, and our customers have ranged from face painters to physicians to the United Nations, UCLA, Outreach.io, and SaaStr. In general, Hey Summit is a really good choice if you like a lot of customization when it comes to formats, or you want to use a mixture of live and pre-recorded content, and if you value providing asynchronous access to your content after the event. In general, people use Hey Summit if they want to increase their thought leadership, they want to monetize their network, or they want to monetize an expertise, and you can see our pricing right on the screen. If you're planning like an 8-hour live event where everyone just needs to be on the same Zoom call and you just need a pretty landing page, then we are completely overkill and you don't need us. If you're thinking about like multi-talk, multi-speaker events, weekly talk series, or the development of event-style video libraries, and you want the freedom of using live, pre-recorded, or a mixture of the two, then I think we're worth looking at. Yeah, happy to answer any questions that you might have. And just as a cheeky offer, anyone who signs up and emails hello@heysummit.com with the phrase /PirateX.
I love it.
And you have to list a positive news story that's going on in the world. We'll apply a 50% discount on the first 2 months of your subscription. So thanks.
Great, thank you.
Very good, very good. Thank you, Rob. We have a question from Sabrina. She's asking, can you send out mails to participants within the tool? And can you therefore segment participants based on, for example, ticket categories to send different emails?
So two questions. One, yes, you can send emails out. Right now, it's all automated. So there's a series of templates that you can then edit that will send out based off of different criteria. Custom emails and segmentation is coming. It's slated for next quarter.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
More questions, please go to Q&A and ask your question. I have one. I'm wondering, one of the things that I really appreciate about your platform is that it makes the life of event organizers kind of easier. Like it's really built with that mentality, and it goes so far that you also have this sort of sidekick, platform where I can just go there and hire freelancers to help me. Why did you build it like that? Where does it come from? Because really, like, that's one of the things that stands out from your product.
Well, our goal is to look at all of the different elements that an event organizer has and try and reduce the amount of time and the amount of effort. A lot of the people that use HeySummit use it on their own, or they're a very small team. So we had to design it like that. So whether it's making it so that your speakers can log into their speaker dashboard and then populate their own assets, or providing you some help if you just need a little bit more help. That's kind of the way that we've been thinking about it. It's a combination of flexibility. Like, we want it to be super flexible, so you can use Zoom and Remo and all these other different types of tools, but we also wanted to make it as simple as possible, right? And as easy to use as possible.
You achieved it. Please, if you have a question for Rob HeySummit, maybe you have a good news to share, so you get your 50% discount, just go ahead. One more question. I saw that SaaStr was using your platform. They did a great job to sort of move online, and recently they started, so they really use it like as a free sort of streaming or content consumption point of view, and then they moved for the networking side with another platform. Two questions quickly, so we get to the end of the Q&A part. Do you plan to go in that direction, like having networking functionalities yourself, or you prefer to rely on external services? And second, how easy it is for us organizers and for the attendees to like move from HeySummit registration to maybe another platform that is providing the networking?
Cool. Yeah. So networking. We have a dual approach. We want to be able to integrate with other tools that you use. If there's a better tool out there, we want you to be able to use that. But yes, we are going to be developing that ourselves. We're going to be developing live chat and ways for attendees to interact with each other. The second question was, I think, about just getting information out. So we have a full API. We have webhooks. We have Zapier. And depending on the type of plan that you're on, you can then pull information out of HeySummit or send information into HeySummit. So if there are elements that you'd like to cover with another platform, you're then able to do that.
Thank you. Amazing. Thank you, Rob, for those very good answers. We're getting to the end of the Q&A. Thank you for joining us today.
No worries. Thanks. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Amazing. I'm going to introduce the next presenter. I hope she's ready. So also someone I met, some time ago. I feel like either I'm old or I met everybody. I met her at an event, and I was already impressed by the event app that they built and also the market they covered. And we got in touch again at the beginning of the year before the whole crisis. Who would have known that they would have to implement so many new features for virtual events in such a short time? Maybe they were already building it before. But now they made it and you're presenting it to us. I can't wait to hear what Eventus is now able to do with their CEO, Mai Medad. Hi, Mai, how are you doing? You have 3 minutes to convince us.
Hello, thank you so much. Just give me 1 second to...
Sure, of course.
Screen. And I'm ready.
Yes, we are ready.
For having me, and thanks for the introduction. So basically, I'll be very quick because the 3 minutes is too much, but a little bit of background about Eventus first and what we do. We have been around, we have been into the physical events and the in-person events for some time, and we cover large events. We focus on business events, so we have conferences, summits, and everything. And 3 months ago, we started working on the virtual experience, and that's basically what we have. We still focus on business events and multi-tracks, multi-stages type of conferences, especially with a large number of attendees. And I'll go very quickly about this. We take the life cycle from the beginning. So we have ticketing and registration, so you can have everything on place. And then we needs. We have a very rich dashboard to help you manage everything, invite the speakers and so on. And then once the attendees lands, during the event. This is the look and feel of the page. There's some customizations and branding, and then whatever happening or different activities happening, it keeps changing on the bottom side. This is the agenda. So we support different multiple days, multiple tracks. There's a feed and to encourage connections and communication between the attendees. Sessions broadcast. One of the main advantages, in my opinion, is that actually we built this in-house. So we have the video streaming. You don't need to go to a third party, Zoom, Vimeo, or whatever platform. So you have everything in place. We have Q&A, we have chatting and everything. And this is the between the different sessions. So that was the mentality, because most of the customers we work with is actually large conferences and exhibitions. So this is what we built for. We have a speakers backstage, which is basically we can help the speakers get on board, test their camera, their mic, all the information. They can ask questions. We have like live polling, and they can receive questions from the attendees right away. And we have a networking functionality, so we have a matchmaking algorithm where we connect you with relevant people to meet during the event, or you can just go and browse the attendees list and message them during the event. We also have a peer-to-peer video chat, so you can just have a video call with your attendees. One of the very cool functionalities that we are releasing in next month actually is the virtual roundtables, where you where people discuss different topics. We have some sponsorship placements, and we have a virtual expo as well. So we can, because we had lead retrieval before, so we can help exhibitors.
Your time is over, Mai. I have to cut you. We're over time already. But we're going to take questions. So maybe you can tell us more about the info that you couldn't present on these 3 minutes. I know it goes very fast.
I'm actually done.
Oh, but so that's perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Please, if you have a question, just go ahead, in the Q&A. I'm gonna do the first one. There's already one from Vivian. How does the customization work, and where can you place sponsor exposure?
Sure. So we have different options for sponsors. We have different so you can host a banner during the session, or we have different placements for sponsors and partners and so on. And we also advise event organizers to give like speaking opportunities and a place in the expo so they can get some traffic on their booth.
Thank you. Another question, how does the matchmaking or networking work?
It's based on what you're looking for and what are your skills, or what basically describe you. So we have a very nice onboarding process. So we ask you a few questions, and we ask you what are you looking for during the event, and we match you with relevant people during the event.
Thank you, Mai. We're already over time, so I think we hop to the last pitch. Thank you for joining. Stay till the end. And
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. As I said, coming to our last pitch of today, I tell you, I'm pretty sure that it was the right choice to stay till the end with us, because our last provider offers a very unique and personalized experience to globalize your event community. Margot Noël Wollner, she is the head of communications and pitching the platform Theo for us today. Welcome, Margot. Say it again. Welcome, Margot. Turn on your mic, turn on your camera, and then you're good to go. I don't set the timer yet.
Have you already tried it, Laura, this platform, Theo?
Theo? No, not yet. I hope I'm a little bit more convinced from this feature when Margot is done, because I'm not really sure whether yeah, whether
I have blue hair on this platform. You know, my avatar has blue hair and looks like in good shape and all of that. You know.
now you already ruined the end. I didn't want to say that it's about avatars. Oh,
Oh, wonderful. This will work. Can you guys hear me all right?
near you, you're ready to go. Your 3 minutes are running.
All right, fabulous. I will share my screen starting now. So, as mentioned, my name is Margot Wellner, and I'm the head of comms at TIO. I'm really looking forward to sharing TIO with you guys today, so we can jump right in. So TIO was initially created as a post-event. The serendipity experience conference and shake hands with someone near you and strike up a conversation is a wholly unique experience that has until now been reserved for in-person events. With TIO, we decided to bring this serendipity into a virtual reality platform accessible to types of connections are drastically more difficult to come by, but still just as, if not more. You may say to me, but Margot, we're obviously creating these relationships over Zoom right now. Why do we need to integrate a whole new system, and why do we need these silly avatars? Well, TIO say, watch this. So TIO is an avatar-based virtual gathering system. While we were originally designed in 2018, as I mentioned, we have grown to support all kinds of events, from 600-person film festivals to family birthday parties and pub quiz. Unique rooms, this is just one of our many rooms that we have to offer. The ability to chat to everyone, so it would be playing silly noises and probably have a bit of feedback over 2 microphones. But if there were other people at this table now, we'd be able to chat. You can obviously react, as you guys see below here. I've got my little heart react and my clapping react, all these different reactions. There's screen sharing capabilities. So I'm currently sharing the TIO website here. I can share any website we want. If we want to go to my Facebook page, we can. Anything here we can share. And then, yeah, really so much more. TIO's really become an all-encompassing system for serendipitous, genuine connections. Whether you meet your community on Boon or Grip, you can meet them then here on TIO. While I am currently alone in TIO, as you can see as I give this demo, one can imagine the fortuity that can emerge when there's 5 or 10 or 100 people in this room. So yeah, our entire app also is currently free for anyone with. We are also planning to release Android within the next few months. You might ask how we make money. We will do ticket sales and then obviously take a portion of those ticket sales, and then we're also going to gamify it a bit by adding new clothes features and customization features within the app itself.
Margot, was that the end?
Yes.
I thought you freezed or something. I'm so sorry. You were your time was just up yet. No, wonderful. Thank you. I obviously see that you're really passionate about it. That's brilliant, and it's a fun thing. I don't know. I have one question that is, I don't know, bothering me the entire time. When you look at it from the event organizer's perspective, we experience that every unnecessary click or every unnecessary click is like a barrier for participants, and it's a risk for us to lose them. Like you know what I mean? That's true. That's you, Ben. Beautiful. But so creating an avatar, this is really time consuming. So I guess I already know your answer, but does the effort balance the value that you get out of it?
My answer would obviously be yes. There is an option, obviously, once you create your profile, it does just give you a random, it personally how much you want, however much you want. Or you can just enter as the randomized avatar if you don't want to spend the time doing those customizations.
So you have the ability to just use like a basic version.
Yep.
All right, beautiful. No, I'm really excited. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm really excited how this technology will further develop and whether this is actually at some point going to be the new normal for us. Ben, do you have another question to Margot? Otherwise, I would just leave this as it is and wrap it up.
No, of course. Wait. I'm gonna ask, of course, a quick question. When you talked about your monetization plan, one of the barriers that we have right now as users is that it's not yet on Android. When is it gonna be? Because I want to do another meeting on Theo, but until that, is not available, I can't.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're working on that. That is our from everyone. So hoping within the next month, we're beta testing the Android right now. So hopefully very
Brilliant. So fingers crossed that this is
Thank
coming
you.
up quickly. Thank you so much, Margot. You just stay with us, and everybody, we reached the end of the session. It was intense. I think it was a lot of fun and gave us some very valuable insights. Can we get all the faces of the pitching providers one more time into this session? That'd be beautiful. And big thank you to all of you guys for sharing your insights with us today. And especially big thanks to Margot. If you could stop sharing your screen, that'd be great, because I would love to do a group picture with everybody who is here. And you just give me a big smile and then we're good. But in general, thank you everybody for sharing your insight. Thank you everybody for joining us. And if you still have open questions to these great people here who are with us today, we just pushed the LinkedIn profiles of them to the chat. So feel free to connect and get in touch with them. So I count to 3 and you guys smile. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, Ben, for co-hosting and everything. And if you want to, we are setting up a 3rd session. We're going to have a little summer break, but then end of July, we're back with the 3rd remote event demo session. So stay tuned till then and hope to see you then again. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.